wanting a younger, more attractive wife. The man drove his car into the woods late at night, waiting for his wife to pass by on her nightly run. He followed closely behind her with the vehicle, his eyes filled with determination. Then he slammed his foot down and drove directly over his wife. In the mirror he could see her legs twitching slightly. Then he made up his mind and backed the car up once again. Just like that, she lay there badly injured. Only then did the man feel relieved and quickly drove away. He knew he needed an alibi to avoid suspicion, so he immediately returned to the office and pretended to be working late, making coffee in front of the cleaning lady. Even though everything had gone according to plan, what happened after he got home terrified him even more. He poured himself a drink trying to calm his nerves, but then he heard his wife's voice behind him. His mind instantly went blank. Had his dead wife somehow come back? At that moment his son's appearance interrupted his thoughts. He quickly crouched down and picked up the shattered glass.
Jeg er fuldstændig færdig. Min nye rute bliver næsten til 20 kilometer.
En ny rute?
Ja, gennem skoven. Det er så smukt.
The man suddenly came to his senses, realizing he had hit the wrong person, and had struck a woman wearing clothes identical to his wife's. Early the next morning, Aisha passed by the accident scene, and learned that a woman out jogging had been killed there by a car, while the driver had already fled.
Hvem var hun?
Mor til 3. Bare ude at løbe.
Jeg plejer at løbe her.
Aisha never imagined that she was supposed to be the one lying there. That afternoon at her son Harry's graduation party, the police arrived at Henry's house. Henry acted calm while trying to suppress his nervousness. Fortunately, the officers were only conducting routine interviews with local residents. Yet the way one officer looked at him made Henry feel uneasy. A short while later the officers left, but Henry became even more anxious. He always felt that one day, they would come back to arrest him. Several days later Henry drove to the scene. Seeing the ground covered with candles and flowers, a flood of memories rushed through his mind. Then he headed to the police station to confess. While he sat there waiting, a news report on the television suddenly changed his plans.
Som vidner mener kan have haft rumænske nummerplader. Politiet frygter derfor, at gerningsmanden er forsvundet ud af landet.
Henry finally realized that the police had never suspected him at all, and that small sense of luck convinced him to leave. But what surprised Henry after returning home was his wife asking where he had been on Wednesday night. Henry had no idea how to answer. Then Aisha told him to look at some surveillance footage. The video showed Henry parking a white van there, and the date and time matched the information released by police. When officers had come to the house earlier, Henry claimed he had been working late at the office. Everything pointed to him hiding something. Aisha stared directly at her husband, as if suddenly realizing something. Henry stood there, unable to get a single word out.
Det var mig, der skulle have været død. Det skulle have været mig.
Henry tried to explain himself, but Aisha jumped to her feet in fear, warning him not to come any closer. Henry insisted it had only been a moment of impulse, but there was no way his wife would believe that lie.
Du har forsøgt at slå mig ihjel, Christian.
Nej.
Du har myrdet en uskyldig kvinde.
Nej, jeg...
Nu ringer jeg til politiet.
She immediately pulled out her phone and made a call. Seeing this, Henry rushed over and snatched the phone away, telling the person on the line it was a wrong number. While Henry was distracted on the phone, Aisha ran out. She was now convinced her husband had wanted to kill her. Nothing Henry said could change her mind. Back inside the house, Henry was panicking, but not because his wife had left. He was worried she would call the police and report what he had done. Yet to his surprise, Aisha did not report him. Instead, she arranged to meet him at a restaurant. Aisha appeared unusually cold, because she had come up with an even darker plan. She demanded that Henry kill his mistress, saying only her death could save their marriage. Otherwise she would report him to the authorities. The truth was Aisha had known about the affair for a long time. One day when she went looking for Henry, she saw him and his mistress with her own eyes, getting far too close in the office. Back then she stayed silent for the sake of their child, still hoping her husband would come back to the family. Now Aisha finally understood. Since she could not change what had happened, she might as well remove the source of the problem. Only by getting rid of the mistress could their marriage return to what it once was. When Henry heard this twisted idea, he was shocked and speechless. Looking at the woman who seemed almost obsessed, and wanting to keep his own crime hidden, he reluctantly agreed.